Hello, wonderful family. I welcome you to Nurse Life TV. I want to welcome all my new subscribers, those who have reached out through text message, email, and other means. I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for subscribing and believing in our words and taking action. Okay. I'm in my car. Today is June 21st. Yep, Saturday, June 21st. As of the time I'm making this video, it's morning. I just closed from work. So in this video, this will be my last video I'm making about my surgery. I just want to give an update. This is my last update. I want to talk about the pros, the cons, and every truthful or honest information about the surgery that I had, which is the umbilical hernia repair and panneculectomy. Okay, panneculectomy is different from tummy tuck. Panneculectomy is different from tummy tuck. Okay, so maybe I'll let my son edit this video and add the before and after images, how my tummy looks like and what it looks like now. So before and after. So I will have him try to put it inside this video so you all can see the difference. Now, have I regretted doing the surgery? I wouldn't say I have regretted. However, as it stands right now, since coming home from the hospital 4 days after the surgery, the recovery process is quite a journey. I believe I'm in the 11th week because I stayed home for 6 weeks and I went back to work May 13th. And today being June 21st, so I believe it's 5 weeks after I went back to work. Yes. So 6 weeks I stayed home and I've been at work for 5 weeks now. So that makes it like 11 weeks. If my math is mathing. If my mathematics is mathing, then I think it's 11 weeks now. Do I regret? How do I feel? So before the surgery, I used to watch a lot of videos about the surgery. I am that type that will always investigate, research, hear people's opinions, and then it helps me to make informed decision whether I want to take that step or not. I am that type of person. So I watch a lot of videos, both tummy tuck and that panneculectomy, because it was a later time that I realized that what the doctor was going to do for me is called panneculectomy. I thought it was a tummy tuck. So I used to watch a lot of tummy tuck videos until I saw from the Atrium application, the app on my phone, that it was a panneculectomy that they were going to do. So like I said, that one is different from the tummy tuck. Those who do tummy tuck, based on the videos that I've watched, the doctors are taking fats from the body, but with mine, for me, it was 2 surgeries that were done by 2 different doctors. So I am dealing with a different thing altogether. So maybe you might not be going for a panneculectomy and umbilical hernia repair. You might be going for one or the other. So let me talk about both. Okay, so the umbilical hernia repair, that was the first thing the first doctor did, the first surgeon, the general surgeon, Dr. Smith, something like that. Yes, so he placed a mesh, okay, a wire mesh, some mesh. I went to see him twice or so, one time. Yeah. And he explained to me what they were going to do. They made incision on both sides of my abdomen. This side, a small incision. And he said, we're going to make incision. We're going to go in with the mesh. And we will try to cover the hole. Because a hernia is a hole in the your navel area. It's a hole that is there. The belly button, okay, the belly button area, there is a hole there. So it didn't close up when I was born, or those without umbilical hernia, it did not close up. So it's a birth defect, pretty much. You can Google it, and Google AI will tell you all about umbilical hernia, why or what causes it. So it's not any it's not a genetical thing, but if a father or a mother has it, the likelihood of one of the children having it is very high. So for me, a little bit of my background, we are 6 siblings, 2 girls, 2 boys. Okay, I'm the oldest of the girls, and among the 6 siblings, I'm the only one that had the umbilical hernia. My father has it. My daddy, he has the hernia. And as I'm making this video now, when I talk to my mother, so my father is in his 70s. When I talk to my mother, sometimes she tells me how my daddy struggles to sleep. Due to his age, they will not do any repair. So he's going to struggle with it till he dies. Yes. And for me, if I hadn't taken that bold decision and had it done, I would never have messed with it till I die with it. I have, postponed this surgery for many years now. Back in 2016, after my 3rd child, I was rushed to the emergency session with severe pains. A pain that is indescribable. A pain that is twice birth pain. If you're a mother, you've given birth, and I say birth pain, the contractions when before even you get to the hospital, and when you are pushing the baby out, that pain is 2 times that pain. And I am not exaggerating. Maybe you have an umbilical hernia, it's not giving you pain. Praise God for that. Okay, thank your Jesus for that, and pray it doesn't get to that point where it begins to hurt. Be mindful of what you eat. Okay, when I say be mindful of what you eat, don't eat too much. And I also learned that if you like talking too much, it makes the hole become bigger and bigger. Now, I don't know whether that is a myth or that is a confirmed medical thing. I think I read about it, but I forgot exactly what I read. So to me, it's still unconfirmed whether it's a medical thing or it's just a myth. And I'm like, okay, so this umbilical hernia is in the wrong body, because I'm a preacher of the gospel. I'm always preaching the good news to people. online. Okay, I'm always on the phone talking to people because I'm a coach. I'm always teaching because I'm a educator, a nurse educator. Okay, it's either I'm teaching CPR or medication aid class. Okay, and with time I'm going to be teaching LPNs, RNs. You know, I'm going to own my own school, nursing school and all that. So I'm like, this hernia is in the wrong body, wrong human body. If talking makes it bigger. So no wonder if you see, if my son is able to put before and after picture, you will see how big and protruding my abdomen was. It was as if I was pregnant with triplets. Yep. And anytime, with all the 4 kids that I've had, anytime I'm pregnant, my belly will come up that long. And I'm a 5 feet 2 inches. So I'm almost a very short person. And that's not a crime to be short. Okay, I'm not saying that to mock anybody. Okay, I am very content with my body. I'm very, very proud how God has made me. I will not trade it for anything. I'm not wishing to be any other thing beside what God has made me, believe it or not. So yeah, my belly will become so big. And 2016, after my 3rd child, I went to the emergency room later down the road, and they said, the hernia is bothering you, we can fix it for you. I said, you are not going to cut me. You are not poking me with any knife, because I'm from Africa, and 99% of Africans, we are scared of anything of surgery. Back home, we call it operation. Okay. You are not going to operate on me. You are not going to do any surgery on me, because we have the belief that if they operate on you, you're going to die. Okay. So, and as a believer, I shouldn't have that kind of mindset, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Still, the African mentality or concept, when it comes to that thing, it was just there. Okay. So I'm terrified. I was terrified. Okay, because now the surgery is done, so I cannot say that I'm terrified. I shouldn't be, as a child of God. I rebuke any fear. I rebuke any fear in Jesus' name. So, long story short, from 2020, after the 4th baby, even during the 4th pregnancy, I went to the emergency room 2 times. Okay. So I remember the last emergency visit, the baby had her leg inside the hole. Okay. She has become so big and doing somersaulting inside my small abdomen, and then causing havoc, putting her leg inside the hernia hole. Okay, so yeah, that took me to the emergency room. So they were contemplating whether to remove the baby, what to do, and then they did that maneuvering thing and pushed the baby out of that hole, and I was free. So it became critical. They said, when you are done with the baby, when you are done having babies, come, let's fix you. Okay, so 2021, 22 coming and all that. So I made up my mind last year, because I ended up going to the emergency room twice in a row, late November and early December. I had to be in the emergency room 2 times. So they took an x-ray, and then the doctor referred me to that surgeon, and then when he opened his computer, I said, look at the normal abdominal cavity, and this is yours after the x-ray. Okay. And I could see something protruding inside the wall. He said, this is your intestines. They are outside. of the cavity. And I'm like, what? What? You don't say. He said, yes. Your abdominal, the muscle has become so thin. So your intestines are out of place and inside the cavity. And that is why when you eat, it stretches, it is hurting you. And I'm like, wow. It was a tough one for me, accepting that is what. And I could see clearly whenever I eat, like 15 minutes into 20 minutes after I've finished eating, I can feel the movement inside my abdomen. It was quite discomforting for me. Great discomfort. So sometimes somebody will call me, they will not get me, call me many times, not get me. Your sister, I was in pain. Most days I was in pain. If I'm not in like great pain, I have discomfort. It became an everyday thing for me. So if someone is asking, should I get my hernia repaired? I would say it depends. If it's giving you pains every day, or within the month you are having more pains than necessary, then you might want to consider that surgery. Who knows? It may help. What they told me is that even after the surgery, it may relapse and come back. The hernia can come back. So I was like, if it will come back, or it could come back, why should I do the surgery then? This is my African instinct still trying to kick in and scare me off. Okay. What's the difference between then and now? Then and now. 11 weeks after surgery. Am I any better inside the abdomen? The outside wound has healed. You know, that ugly cut they did from the right side to the left side. Cut from one end to the other end. I never had any cesarean session for any of my 4 kids. All of them were vaginal delivery. Natural birth. Not natural birth, like vaginal delivery. Natural birth is like there was no epidural or anything. But I had epidural with every one of them. So I don't know whether to call it natural birth or assisted. The epidural assisted me. Anywho, yes, I'm laughing because yes, it's a medicine. To laugh is a medicine for my facial muscles. As a healthcare person, I know that much. So, am I any better from after the surgery? You know, am I any better? If I tell you the excruciating pain, so the cons of these 2 surgery is that where they did the hernia, every other day or so, or 3 days, or once in a week or so, I feel some pain, not necessarily pain but discomfort, and it's like sparks of needle. It feels sharp inside of it, as if some kind of needles are poking me inside within. It makes sitting very uncomfortable for me. And I remember I had read from some people's experiences. Some were saying that after the surgery, Every single day they had the abdomen pain, and they have been living with that pain since the time of their surgery. So I was afraid of that happening to me. The last time I went to see the second surgeon, the one who actually opened from one end to the other, and then he actually took the belly button and replaced it somewhere else, repositioned it. Because of this, whatever it is, he pulled the abdomen, the skin down to suture it back. After he tied the muscle inside, abdominal recti muscle, that's the name, rectus, the muscle from this end to this end here in the wide area of your abdomen is called rectus, recti, something of that nature. I think that's the name is recti repair, muscle repair. That's how I used to call it till I realized the main medical term is panneculectomy. I called it diastasis recti repair. Diastasis meaning your recti muscle has opened and widened up. Okay, so he pulled them together, and he swore it was his first. The surgeon, he said your muscles were so thin that it took me more than the speculated hours they had given me to put it together. So when I woke up, I felt the tightness and the pain. When I say pain, the word pain is understatement. What I was feeling, it was beyond pain. 11 weeks later, do I still feel pain? As I speak to you right now, I'm having that discomfort because of the way I'm sitting. Okay, when I sit for long, it feels like I'm pressing on some needles. The top part of my abdomen is being compressed on some sharp objects. Yes. So I know that I'll never be the same. Before the surgery, I was having discomfort. Okay. After surgery, I'm having discomfort. I'm neither here nor there. But one thing the surgeon said, that recovery is a long process for this kind of surgery that I've done. And I should give it at least, this is the least, 1 year, at least 1 year. So if your hernia is not bothering you, giving you any pain, leave it alone. Watch your diet. Okay, exercise. If you are in the birthing stage or age, you're going to be giving birth to multiple babies. Which me, I love babies, so I will not discourage you. Keep having the babies. But one of them is going to start giving you problem. One of those babies is going to start giving you problem with your hernia. So be prepared. Prepare your mind for that. And not only preparing your mind, but you may want to consider the surgery if the recti muscle is wide open, like how mine was, and it's causing you pain because things are not the same anymore inside there. Okay, so you might want to consider it. So what I purchased versus what I got. It's a very expensive surgery. If you are working, if you have started a new job, wait till your insurance kick in. Choose a good plan at your workplace for insurance. Okay, for insurance. Make sure it's the one that, as I speak to you, the insurance has taken care of the anesthesiologist's bill. They have taken care of the main the out of pocket, I don't know what they did, but they did something that has taken care of all my bills at the hospital, which was quite a lot. Even after insurance had kicked in. Yes. So make sure you have insurance to pay. If you don't have insurance to pay because you are not working for anybody yet, then you can buy policy from the federal government, the marketplace, and use it. You can just buy, the one that can cover for your surgery and all that. Okay. So the question is, would you become a perfect would you have a perfect body after the panneculectomy or after the umbilical hernia? No. However, anytime I look at myself in the mirror, I'll be like, is that really me? My belly has reduced drastically. It's not a flat tummy, but it has reduced drastically. And I really like the new me. I lost some pounds. I can't put a number to it, but I know I lost some weight. When I came home, I couldn't eat. For almost 6 weeks, I couldn't eat. I was very nauseous all the time. Everybody's body is going to react to surgery in a different way. Somebody just did the surgery. The next day, they were up and going to work. Mine was rough and tough. Even the doctor, the surgeon, was applauding me. He said, "You're a tough girl." He's been doing surgery since the 70s. He said my case was the first of its kind. So your journey is not going to be the same as mine, but I can share how I experienced it. Would I like to do it again? No. I would rather live with whatever I have that I was born with till I die. The goal for the surgery was not for me to look snatched, as some women call it, because I got nobody to please. I will not die for any man. Okay, I will not die because nobody's worth it. Nobody, not my children, nor the man that I live with as the husband. Nobody is worth changing my body for. Nobody. So those doing BBL and all those things, I feel an insecure mindset, an insecure soul inside that body that is being tortured. I will never have any part of my body change for anything. Anyways, I digressed a little bit. Let's come back to the topic. So what are the pros? I like the new me. My belly has gone down. I like the new me. Lost some weight and still doing my nutritional supplements, which is going to help with the cell repair and everything, and then getting me back in healthy lifestyle. And I like the fact that I don't have to deal with it in my old age. Yeah, I don't have to deal with it in my old age. So does the con outweigh the pros? You'll be the best judge of it. To me, it's a 50-50 situation for me. Yeah. I'm okay now. Just the discomfort. But the doctor said I should give it 1 year. So maybe after 1 year, I will come and tell you whether I'm having that discomfort of sparks inside. After 1 year and I'm still in discomfort and everything, then I know that, yeah, I should have probably lived with a big tummy. But I hope that my video was informative. It will help. It has helped you have an idea what you're going to be dealing with. And if you have more questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I always leave my my phone number under the video description. I also leave my email, so you can email and you can send a text message. If you call directly, I may not pick up because I may not be around my phone. I'm a very super busy person. So yeah, thanks for watching.